My first memories of my beloved grandfather, George J. Howard, known to me as Gramps, was when I was 6 years old in 1985 as a child. I fondly remember him being so excited to spend time with me. The feeling was very mutual. My Gramps had a beautiful, calm, warm and loving, strong family vibe, and as I approached 10 years old, I began to explore a bit more about what made him tick. I was really curious as to why Gramps chose not to participate in Anzac Day services, engage with former comrades, or even talk about his extensive Royal Australian Air Force service across many tours of duty. Little did I know that he was most likely internalising so many harrowing experiences, and in fact super lucky to have returned from World War II to bring my mum into the world. Let's be honest here, supporting returned service people and their families during or post-war probably wasn't the thing done in the 1940s. He often intimated that he kept an archive box of his most precious wartime memories in the attic and that I should familiarise myself with these after his passing. I respectfully honoured his wishes, and soon after his passing, at the ripe old age of 95 years young, I uncovered what I quickly learned to be a treasure trove of important family and ultimately Australian war history. From photo albums filled with historic moments in time, to portraits of his RAAF squadron abroad in the UK, and everything in between. This was only a taste of what I was to discover. His love of cricket and golf featured heavily in his artefacts, with comrades, war medals, actual war drop leaflets warning enemies to retreat, and probably most special, and this brought a tear to my eye, was an envelope of his diary notes, priceless accounts of his journey during war. These honest accounts of his time in the war were simply amazing, and when I read and reread them, my spidey senses tingled, as I realised that my career journey has inadvertently retraced some of his exact locations. He writes of enjoying some downtime in Bristol, Scotland, Halifax, Nova Scotia, among many others, all of which I have recently visited during my time with BAE Systems on the Hunter-class frigate program. The next bit truly blew my mind. After recently chatting with a senior member of our Hunter engineering leadership team, Al Gregory, who hails from Devon near Plymouth in England, and who served for several decades in the Royal Navy, along with many generations of his family before him, we soon realised that during the war, Gramps' squadron was based less than a handful of kilometres from where Al now lives, not far from Plymouth. Upon deep reflection, it's clearly evident to me that my career journey within the defence industry is most likely founded on the fact that I chose not to join the Australian Defence Force and serve for our country like Gramps did. Rather, I've placed an immense pride in the privilege that I work alongside many talented people in providing critical naval capability to the exceptional service people that protect our sovereign interests and that of our allies to ensure that we continue to enjoy the freedoms that we do now. To Gramps, to Al, to all those that have served before us, to all those who continue to serve and who will serve in the future, I say thank you. These are my Remembrance Day reflections.